you can well relate as mama tells you, right? How to behave, how not to have a rough game, not to hurt anybody, be very gentle, be very well mannered, never injure anybody. Right. Similarly, Black Beauty mother also gave all these instructions to him. I have never forgotten my mother's advice. I knew she was a wise old horse, and our master thought a great deal of her. Her name was Duchess, but he often called her Pet. Black Beauty says that those instructions, those words of advice, he had never ever forgotten because she was an old horse with lot of vices. Even their master, he had a very good opinion. There is a phrase, thought a great deal of her. Master had a very good opinion about the mother. What was the name of the Black Beauty's mother? Duchess. And how was she called by the master's pet name? Okay, the master called the Duchess pet name as a Pet. Our master was a good and kind man. He gave us good food, good lodging, and a kind words. He spoke as kindly to us as he did to his little children. Now the character of Master comes in front of us as a very good and kind man. He was very gentle with his pets. He gave them good food. He gave them good place to live in. Lodging means place to live. And above all, he spoke very kindly to them. And he spoke as if he was talking to his own children. We were all fond of him, and my mother loved him very much. Of course, if pets will get proper attention, care, and love from the master, and they will love the masters very much. Similarly, Duchess, Black Beauty's mother, was also very fond of him and loved the master very much. When she saw him at the gate, she would neigh with joy and trot up to him. Whenever the master used to come to the farm, to the meadow, and Duchess saw him, she would neigh with joy. Neigh means the sound which she made by the horses, and she would trot up to him. Trot means like she walk up to him. He would pat and stroke her and say, "Well, old pet, and how's your little darky?" He was also very happy to see very lovingly. He moved his and gently over his coat and he would ask her, "How is your little darky?" Who is the little darky? Little darky is Black Beauty. Why? Why is it he called darky? Because he was in black color. I was dull black, so he called me darky. Then he would give me a piece of bread which was very good, and sometimes he brought a carrot for my mother. Out of love, he would give him a bread, sometimes carry a carrot for his mother. All the horses would come to him, but I think we were his favorites. My mother always took him to the town on a market day in a light gig. Okay, who were master's favorite? Black Beauty and his mother Duchess. Black Beauty mother always took his master to the town on a market day. There was a ploughboy, Dick, who sometimes came into our field to pluck blackberries from the edge. Here a new character comes in the story and his name is Dick. He used to pluck blackberries from the edge. He used to work on the meadow. When he had eaten all he wanted, he would have what he called fun with coals, throwing stones and sticks at them to make them gallop. Now, Dick was a naughty boy. When he had done his work, he had eaten all he wanted, and after that, he wanted to have a fun with the baby horses. What it is fun? What is consisted? He consisted of throwing stones and sticks at them so that just to save them, they would run. They would move here and there. We did not much mind him, for we could gallop off, but sometimes a stone would hit and hurt us. Now, Black Beauty says that running was not a much of matter because they could run here and there, but sometimes stone and stick would hit them and it hurt a lot. One day he was at this game, an old man, now that the master was in the next field, but he was there watching what was going on. One day, Dick was busy doing all the things, that is, throwing stones and sticks on the coals and making them run, and the master, who was in the next field, he was watching all this. But Dick did not know, but Nick did not know the master was observing. He Over the hedge he jumped in a snap, and catching Dick by the worm, he gave him such a box on the ear as made him roar with pain and surprise. Now Dick was busy doing his activity of throwing stones and sticks, but Master jumped over the edge. He was in the next field, and over there he jumped in a snap, means quickly. He jumped and caught Dick by his arm and gave him such a box, means he hit him so badly on his ear. As soon as as soon as we saw the master, he trotted up near the to see what went on. Bad boy, he said, bad boy. To chase the colt. This is not the first time, nor the second, but it shall be the last day. Take your money and go home. I shall not want you any form again. Now, as this incident happened, all the colts they got up and they got together and wanted to see what happened. Now he was very angry. The master was very annoyed. Why? Because he loved all the pets very dearly, just like his own children. And he told Dick to take all the money that he had earned, and he just told, get away from the field, so you shall not work on farm again. Oh, so we never saw Dick anymore. After this incident, Black Beauty says that they never saw Dick anymore. Old Daniel, the man who looked after the horses, was just as gentle as our master. So we were well off. So the Black Beauty says the man who looked after the horses, his name is Old Daniel, and he was a gentle and a kind as our master, and that is the reason they were all very well off. Well off means, who is the well off? The person who has all the needs. The person can afford all the things. We say that quite well off. But what were the needs for the horse? The needs were was a green shelter, good food, above and all love, since they were getting all these things. That is why he has called well off, that they all are well off. So, with this, we come to the end of this chapter. I hope you all understood this chapter. Children, please go through this lesson. Thank you, students.